Alrighty guys, so here's the deal. My helper came back and tell me they gave him the wrong alternator for this car. This is the one I diagnosed, I don't know, about 3 days ago, needing a alternator. Okay, remember I showed you my secret trick on how to find out if alternator putting out. I just use the field terminal with a test light and see if the computer doing its job. Alright guys, so I got the car running. As you can see, it's not charging, mainly because the field terminal is off. I have down there. So what I do is take my test light, I got it connected to ground. I want to see if the PCM commanding the alternator to do its thing. I don't know which one, so I'm gonna do both. If I get, yeah, y'all see that light? Now you're not gonna get it over here because that come out of the alternator. But guys, the PCM is doing its job. You know what that tells me? We got a bad alternator. I'll explain more in depth what I'm doing right here. These short videos won't let me talk that much, but technically we need an alternator, guys. It's kind of complicated to explain, so I won't even try on this little short video. However, he's pissed off because he had to take it back off because he couldn't plug this in. So I had him set both alternators down, the one that come off and the one that's going on. Here's the one that's the new one that's going on. Mopar no car, baby. I don't know what this junk is. Well, anyway, take a look at the connectors. As you can see, this connector right here is kind of broke. All right, look at it real good. Okay, it got a tab missing right here and it's broke, so I don't know if it came broke or what. Now look at the new one. Now if you look at both connectors, they are the same. All right, however, this one is not broken. So what I chose to do is to use a little common sense. I came back over and looked at the connector real good because we verified that this is the proper alternator for this vehicle. Now I want y'all to take a real good look at this connector. All right, as you can see, the piece that broke off the old alternator that came off the car, get a load of that, it's still in there. So when he was trying to push this in, it just simply wouldn't connect because the broken piece of the old alternator is still in the connector. So he was just pushing and jamming and fussing and cussing. Yeah guys, observe the situation you in. Now what we need to do is get a pick. There, you can see it good right here. We need to get a pick and start digging. Okay, what I'm going to do first, I'm gonna tell him what I found so he'll have sense enough to, I'm not calling him stupid, so he would use a little, you know, before you panic guys, always hoosah and come back to the situation and then observe what's going on. So you see that little black tab right here? I'm dealing with one hand. What we need to do is get that out of there. So yeah, it might be a little challenging. I don't know if it's melted in there or what, but it's got to go because this got to plug in. Now, what he pissed off about is he had to take the new alternator back off. Could you imagine putting all of this on just to find out the connector won't plug in? Yeah, you would be a little pissed too. But we should have did what I'm doing now then before you took it back off, because nobody's paying you to do this job twice. All right. However, let me get this connector out here, guys. Y'all hold tight. And there you have it, guys. All right, this was causing all of that trouble. This is the broken piece that come out of the old alternator. Yes, this little piece can ruin your freaking life. So now we can resume with replacing this alternator. All right, I'm trying to get a good picture of this. Maybe you can use it as a thumbnail, but look at that. Yeah, that right there can ruin your life. All right, y'all see how I advised him to do this alternator? Just take the radiator out, unhook it from the bottom, bring the alternator up through here. Okay, in fact, here go a little clip right here. I'm gonna show y'all how we got this alternator out. Y'all see that? Yes, guys, all you have to do is remove the fan. Now, this is a Caravan, so this applies to any 2011 to 2020 Caravan. Once you get the fan out the way, you can bring that alternator up from the top, as opposed to removing the compressor, draining the AC, all of that stuff. Just unbolt it from right here and just finagle it from that point. Okay, now I will caution you, be extremely careful with this radiator, guys. The slightest little tick on that radiator can give you hair and cause you leaks. Okay, so bring that out with extreme caution. Okay, did I get it? Yes. There you have it, guys. Okay, now notice what I'm going in with: a Mopar or no parts. Yeah, I know the tricks and sayings out there, guys, but yeah, just a little top secret I want to share with my subscribers. Just remove the fan, condenser fan. And once you get that out, you got plenty of room. Now we can get it back in using the same, reverse the procedure we used to remove it, basically to install it. All right, Mopar, no car, baby. They should never need another alternator. Yep, that piece go. Yeah, okay, guys. Whoosah. Use a little common sense when you're frustrated. All right, that's my advice to you young mechanics. Just stop for a minute and think about the situation. Analyze the situation. All right, guys, we got work to do.